everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you've never seen me before, my name is Brittney Gray. I know there are several makeup tutorials on YouTube. There are millions and millions, if not trillions or billions. I'm sure somebody out there has made a basic makeup application video, but I wanted to do my own because I know some of you wanted to see it. I also wanted to create a video that I can directly send to my friends and my family and anybody who asks me about basic makeup application, from primer, the purpose of primer, and shadow application and where to put what, and eyebrows and eyeliner and lashes, the whole thing, okay? So that is what we're doing today. I'm gonna explain everything to you on a very fundamental level. So if you're not already subscribed to my channel, then please take a moment to subscribe. I upload new videos every single week. And also follow me on my social media links such as Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And other than that, let's get into the video now. So starting out, I have my foundation on and I have blush and basically all of my face makeup except for concealer, which goes underneath the eyes. So if you look at my eyes or your eyes, so we have the brow bone here, we have the crease right here, this is the crease, and then we have the lid here, okay? When you're applying eyeshadow, it can be broken up into 3 different places, or 4. This is all gonna be the main color on the lid. This is gonna be your crease or a transitional color, and then this is going to be the brow bone or the lightest color, okay? The first thing that I'm going to apply is going to be an eye primer. This is the Lorac Eye Primer. It's my personal favorite. This is essential, girls. An eye primer is going to give your eyeshadow something to adhere to, because if you just apply eyeshadow directly to your eyelid is oily. So it's going to fade over time. It's not going to stick. You're not going to get the most out of your eyeshadow. It's going to crease. It's just not going to look good. I like to apply mine with my ring finger. You don't need a lot, but you need enough to cover your entire lid space. So from the lash line down here all the way up to your brow bone. The palette that I'm going to be using today is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. So for the lid shade, the lighter brown that we're going to be using is this one. It's Golden Ochre. See how that's a light beige? And then in the crease, we're going to be using something a little bit deeper. We're going to be using this one. This is Warm Taupe. As you can see the difference on camera, this is lighter than this. For the very outer corner, we're going to use this color. Which one is that? This one is Cypress Umber. So let me try to get all 3 in the shot. So again, lid is more of a beigey color, light beige. Then we're going to go even deeper with the crease color, Warm Taupe. And then we're going to go deepest with Cypress Umber. We're going to do that right on the outer corner. And then for your highlighter on your brow bone, we are going to use this color here, Tempera. And see, that's even lighter than this. This is really light. I'm gonna start applying eyeshadow with my crease color. It's my personal preference. So I'm gonna get my brush that came with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. I actually love this brush. And I'm gonna start applying that transition color there. And this is basically going to add depth to the eye. So I'm gonna blend that out first, and then I'm gonna grab a little bit more and then blend it out again, and I'm focusing most of that color on the outer crease of my eye, but then I'm dragging it into the inner crease of my eye. Now, as you can see, all that did was create depth, and it accentuates the natural shape of your eye. Next, I'm going to get our light beige color, which is golden ochre, and I'm going to start applying that to the lid of my eye. This is going to be your main color, okay? So I like to get my brush, a shader brush, and just pat that on to pack on the color, whatever color you happen to use. And then I'll go in with the same brush and kind of start blurring the edges of that. So I pat it on and apply it in the shape of my eyelid, and then I blur out the edges so that way I marry the two colors together and it all blends. And you can grab your crease brush again and then keep blending those two colors together so that way the whole entire eye look is cohesive. Next, I'm getting my crease brush again and I'm dipping it into the darkest color, that's Cypress Umber, and then I'm going to pop that on the outer corner of my eye. This is going to create more depth, and then all I'm going to do is start flicking it inward to blend that out. I'm grabbing our lid color again so that way it is not lost with all the crease colors. Next, I'm getting our lightest color, our highlighter color, and I'm popping that onto my brow bone, and that is going to accentuate the brow bone, as you can see. As an extra touch, you can add a very light shimmery color to the inner corners of your eyes, and this is going to open up your eyes more and make them look brighter. I'm using a liner that has a brush tip on it versus a felt tip. This might be easier for a beginner to learn with, just because it's so pointy that it can be really precise. So all I'm gonna do is follow the way my eye naturally curves here. So my bottom eyelid, I'm just gonna create a dash. Whoops, that's a little high, but we're gonna make it work. So all you're doing is creating a line that lines up with your bottom lash line. And then from there, we're going, that's weird. So from there, we're going to connect it to your top lash line by drawing a straight line like that. And then you can build upon it if you want. So that's where we're at now. And then what I'm going to do now is just line my top lash line, get it really close. And then you can build from there. So as you can see, if you look at this eyeliner from the side, there's kind of an indentation there. So all I'm going to do to close that is this. And voila. So we're just going to fill in this little naked triangle here. And then if you want to make your your eyeliner a little bit more pointy, then you can go ahead and do that. I like to hold the tip going this way. Brow makeup is so important, girls. I know a lot of girls like to skip this if they're not into makeup, but it just brings your makeup together, your eyes together. Does that make sense? So I'm using L'Oreal's Brow Stylist Definer Pencil. I get this from Target. I don't even know how much it is, but it's $10 or less. Super cheap, super amazing, okay? This one comes with a brow brush on it. So I like to brush my eyebrows up. My eyebrows are tweezed and they're trimmed. Just a little FYI. And so I like to fill in my brows starting with the upper arch. Just to create that nice clean shape. Then I like to go to the bottom. And I like this brow pencil because it's super fine and pointy. And so I'm able to create that shape first and foremost and bring that out. And then there goes your arch, and then you can go in and perfect it. And then as I go, I like to brush because this kind of blends the brow pencil, the makeup, so that way you can fill in any little patches that you might have. And bring that down there, got a little thing there. And then for this part, since my brow hair naturally grows up, I like to just flick it up. And then brush, because this blends it, makes it softer so it's not super harsh. And now if you want, you can grab your foundation and a little foundation brush and clean the outer edges, or else concealer, whatever you like to use. But for this video, I'm not gonna do that. Don't be ashamed when the going gets tough. It's not easy. Don't give up. If you want, you can use an eyelash curler to curl your lashes. I use an eyelash curler sometimes, but my eyelashes are so short that in a way they almost make my lashes look even shorter, so it's like, what's the point? So I'm not gonna curl my lashes. If you want to, then go ahead, girl, but I'm just gonna apply my mascara. If you have long beautiful lashes, then I hate you. I'm just kidding. No, then you can just apply your mascara, go on with your life. Now I'm gonna show you guys how I apply my false lashes. Today I'm going to be using strip lashes. So these, as you can see, they come on a strip, and that is why they're called a strip lash. But if you want, you can also use individual lashes, and these are called individual lashes because, as you can see, they're individual. I don't necessarily have a preference for either, but I will say that strip lashes, or I'm sorry, individual lashes will give you more of a natural look, and I use those quite often when I do makeup because for the most part, when I do makeup, a lot of my clients don't want a heavy look, so I like to just kind of pop on, I don't know, 3 to 5 lashes just on the outer corner and kind of trim them to make them blend with the rest of their natural lash. But for me, today I'm gonna use a strip lash. So you're gonna wanna put the glue on the band on top of the band here, not underneath the band, but on literally on top. So and then you want to make sure, whoops, that there is enough glue on the outer edges of the lashes, because this is going to prevent them from falling off throughout the day or event, whatever you happen to be doing. So from here, we're going to, look at that shadow. From here, we're gonna let it dry a little bit so that way it starts to get sticky. If you want, you can just put this directly on your eyelash. I used to do that all the time, but then you're gonna be waiting longer for the lash glue to dry, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna wait a little bit. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention is I've worn these lashes before, so I don't have to measure them, but 9 times out of 10, whenever I buy lashes, I have to trim the ends a little bit. So what I do is I lay it on my lash line first, and then if anything sticks out or is poking me, I'll trim literally like the last little lash thing. And I like to trim the outer part versus the inner part. So here we go, girls. We're gonna lay it, put it on top of the lashes, and put it as close to the lash line as possible. So I'm gonna start like that because my eyes are getting dry and I need to blink. And then you're putting it on, my eyes are getting dry. You're gonna put it on top of the lashes as close to the lash line as possible. My eyes, I always struggle with this part because my eyes start getting dry and like I need a blink, you feel me? So I'm gonna hold that there, and then I'm gonna hold that there. The most important part is to make sure that the ends of the lashes are sticking to your eye. Then you can press and you can feel the glue. Like I can feel the glue on my lash line, so I can tell, okay, I can tell where it's touching. So as you can see, the lash glue is still white, meaning it's still wet, which is fine because if you do need to wiggle them around and work with them, then it's no biggie. But there's a big clump of glue here, so I'm gonna let that dry. And then that's it. For whatever reason, this eyelash looks different from this one, but I swear they are the same lash. But that's aside from the point, girls. I have all kinds of makeup on my hands. So we are gonna let this dry, and then I'm gonna be right back. I forgot to mention with your brows, if you want them to stay in place, especially if you have unruly brows, you can apply a clear brow gel, and I don't have any on hand today because I left it at my salon. The struggle. So now that my lash glue is dry, I am going to get my liquid liner again and then just go over the lash glue with that so that way it blends well. If you're using a black lash glue, you probably won't have this problem, but I don't think I've ever used black lash glue because it just scares me for whatever reason. So now I'm gonna apply my concealer. I usually do everything on top first, and then I'll go in and do my concealer and then work with the bottom lash line, which is what we're doing now.
Can I stop it and feel better now? Whenever you are in my heart, even when you're gone.
I'm gonna get the crease color that we used, and I'm going to put that on my bottom lash line. Then I'm gonna get the darkest color and put that on the very outer corner here. And then just blend that so that way it's all cohesive, you know? You could connect that, marry those two colors. And if you want, then you can go in with your mascara and then apply some mascara to your lower lash line. And I believe that is it, girls. This is your basic eyeshadow application. Okay, everyone, so that is it for this video. I hope that I was able to explain things in a way that you will understand. But don't be too hard on yourself, especially with the winged eyeliner, girl. I still struggle to this day, okay? So be patient, practice makes perfect, and you got this. I believe in you, okay, girls? So again, if you're not subscribed to my channel, then please subscribe. And other than that, you guys will see me in my next video. So thank you so much for watching. Bye.